dressed and I left at 10. Check my nails, looking good. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Oh yeah, I know this'll be the day. Oh, yeah. Everything will be okay. Oh, yeah. I kiss my cares all away. Oh, yeah. It's gonna be a good, good day. It's gonna be a good, good day. Good, good day. Hey. I think it's finally all gonna go my way. Go my way. Rain or shine, no, I don't mind. This day is mine. I'm gonna chase all those gray clouds away. It's gonna be a good day. No more crying myself to sleep and thinking better days are a far off dream. Get up and I move my feet, cause I hear music playing on these streets. Oh, yeah. Ain't nobody gonna cry today. Oh, yeah. Ain't nobody gonna die today. Oh, yeah. I kiss my cares all away. Oh, yeah. It's gonna be a good, good day. It's gonna be a good, good day. Good, good day. Gonna be a good, good day. I think it's finally all gonna go my way. Rain or shine, no, I don't mind. This day is mine. I'm gonna chase all those gray clouds away. It's gonna be a good day. It's beautiful. It's gonna be a good day. No more crying myself to sleep and thinking better days are a far off dream. Get up and I move my feet, cause I hear music playing. It's gonna be a good, good day. It's gonna be a good, good day. Good, good day. It's a good day. I think it's finally all gonna go my way. Go my way. Rain or shine, no, I don't mind. This day is mine. I'm gonna chase all those gray clouds away. It's gonna be a good day. It's gonna be a good day. It's gonna be a good day. Woo! It's a great, great day. It's a good day. Get up! Can't you see the sun shining? I woke up and I rolled out of bed. Got dressed and I left at 10. Check my nails, looking good. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Oh yeah, I know this'll be the day. Oh, yeah. Everything will be okay. Oh, yeah. I kiss my cares all away. Oh, yeah. It's gonna be a good, good day. It's gonna be a good, good day. Good, good day. Hey. I think it's finally all gonna go my way.
I don't know. Oh, hey. You okay? Yeah. I'm gonna find out who Roland is.
Hello, hello. It's Mike and Shana
morning.
here today on TNT,
Yeah.
and we are here. Thank you guys for joining us on a Wednesday, a Can't Stop, Won't Stop Wednesday.
That's right.
Awesome to have you guys be with us. So let's get right into some real estate learning and start your experience, right? So make sure that you went ahead and scheduled your social media stuff and did all of that stuff,
Yeah.
right?
Check in with clients. This is a really good opportunity to keep in touch with your clients and check in on them, see how they're doing, It's great.
Yep. And then the second reminder for today is Wednesday. So on Wednesdays, we have agent meetings. And this
10.
one today is specifically at 10 o'clock.
Yep. And go ahead.
And Megan went ahead and set this one up for us, right? And put
Thank
in
you,
a bunch
Megan.
of effort on it.
Yeah.
And this one you're going to get CE credit for 1 hour of. This is to do with 1031 exchange. You have to be present, be in front, have your computer monitor turned on, like not driving a car, I believe. And then you have to have your ID so you can show it whenever.
For CE credit.
For CE credit.
Yeah.
Megan has thoroughly went over that with you.
Yes.
So that will be at 10 o'clock. So jump on Zoom.
Yes. And
no, sorry. There's a specific link.
There's a specific link, and you should have registered. But I think this is a great topic for you guys. This is how you can, it's a wealth builder. Mm-hmm. And that may be one of your topics. I'm not sure, but that is one way that you can, take your equity and take your home and, build upon it further. Lots of great information. They have a lot of rules and a lot of, it's complicated. So tuning into this and really understanding it really adds a lot of value to you.
So as Stacy correctly said, look for that email from Megan. She sent it out previously with the exact Zoom link and what to do. So There's a lot of notes in there, but please follow that. It's not our typical Zoom meeting link for this week at 10 o'clock today.
Yes.
Awesome.
Great.
So,
okay.
Topic number 1 for today is going to be, we have a student athlete of the week.
We do.
Amongst our real estate family, so we'll get to show that off.
Definitely need to highlight that.
Yes.
It's exciting.
And then we're going to go over wealth creation with real estate.
Oh.
And some topics related to that real quickly. I think it ties in perfectly with the 1031.
I agree.
That you just had looked at. Mm-hmm. And if we have time, then we'll get to buying land as NFTs. But I don't know if we have time for that one today. That might fall into tomorrow.
That could be a lengthy
It could be.
lengthy topic.
Anyways, so thanks. Let's get started,
Thank you,
guys.
and shout out to all of you guys who helped yesterday.
Yeah.
We had agent dinner at Local Yokel. It was great. Food and drinks are delicious there. And you guys who are participating in the, next year's
party,
building for the future, thank you. You guys all have such good input, and I'm so proud, and it'll be great. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Student athlete of the week. Pretty cool. It's nice when we have good stories that we can report on. This one's not necessarily real estate related. It's more real estate family related news. So we have student athlete of the week. Let's go ahead and show that off. And do we have a child prodigy at hand? Right?
This is like insider information here, because congratulations to Martha and CJ. They have their sweet son Liam, who was featured. There's a Roland Parrish student athlete of the week. Roland Parrish is a Dallas wealthy businessman who invests in kids and sports and education.
Nice.
And gave out the Student Athlete of the Week award, and it was to Liam. And I want to put that link in here. We can't read it all right now, but I want you guys to go through and read it, because it tells a little bit about Martha and her family. And, a lot of people aren't just telling you all these things and, I'm this, I'm that, and tooting their own horn. A lot of people don't do that, but this definitely deserves praise, and it's a way to get to know Martha and her family better and understand where they came from, and I really loved it. I thought it's so cute.
So there's the complete article for you. Congratulations.
And the reason I say insider info is because I think we need to watch Liam. He could be a high school, he could go on to be a high school superstar and then beyond that, so it'll be fun.
Yep. And accomplishments on and off the field or wherever the accomplishments could be, the ones that I like the best are when you become a great person.
Absolutely.
And that's like second to none. So Martha and her husband are both great people, and I'm sure, their child, everybody around them will.
There's things that you just can't
good
fake,
people,
I guess, and
in real estate. But does that money become true wealth? And there's a distinction between this, right? So you might have heard a lot of, people saying like, oh, I have all this newfound equity and my properties went from A to B and I have this. So how do I unlock this? How do I take this money and make it wealth, right? And how do I take it and continue on in the future? And so there's a bunch of different strategies with it. But what we want to do is talk about the fact that you now have it, right? Not you, if you own a home, but like it's went up in value. And we've been seeing this go on all over the place.
Yes.
And now you're looking to potentially move to the next thing, and what's going on. We do have a meeting this afternoon regarding 1031 exchanges.
Yep.
It's a vital part of it. And the 1031 is a vehicle in which allows you to grow this wealth on a tax-free, tax-deferred, new step-up in basis. There's all these different words that are going to go along with it. But it allows you to continually move to the next thing. And it's a tax avoidance, tax deferral, tax mitigation strategy that allows you to continue to build.
Right. Yeah, you shouldn't look at it as just the tax, right? I mean, it's truly a wealth builder. And I think a lot of us in real estate, we're so busy and we get honed in on, I'm going to become wealthy just by the career alone and buying and selling homes for people. And I disagree with that. I think that we have the understanding and knowledge of real estate to take it, and you have to do something with it yourself on a personal level to be able to build that wealth, right? It's not just, hey, I sold 100 homes this year. There's much more to it. And now that we're all educated and have a great foundation, I think it's time that we all start thinking about that for the future.
You know, I always want everyone advancing in their career.
Yes.
Right? And the moment you become stagnant, it just becomes hard. Like Groundhog's Day was a movie, but it also becomes a real thing.
Yes.
Because within real estate, it's like wake up, attend TNT, prospect, do this, right? Like call more people, go show, go get listings. And you're on this treadmill. And I always think that you need to be progressing, at least from my own perspective. Within my career, I've hit many different places where I'm like, you just like lift and get good, and like you get to a spot. And then you're like, I just can't do that every single day. And I need to take that and I need to notch it in and lock it in, and I need to move on to the next thing that is bigger. And instead of selling it by 1, sell it by 10, or instead of transacting it for somebody else, be transacting it for me, or like find those ways to make your career grow. Yeah. You don't want to stagnate. No. In the same way your career, you want to do the same thing with your wealth within real estate and making that.
Well, and you're building for the future as well. You know, are you going to do this till you're 90 years old? Probably not. Well, 88. Maybe you are. I don't know. But, you know, I think that it's really something, you know, and we should talk about it. There's a stat, and I think I told some of you before, but there's a stat that 60% of real estate professionals have $0 saved for retirement.
Pretty cool.
And the other 40% have $10,000 or less saved for retirement. So, gosh, that's crazy, but it's because we're in the moment, right? And not looking at the big picture in the long term. And I think, you know, it took us a while. It takes a while to be able to do that. But I think there's tools and ways that you can really dive in and do it sooner. You know, we didn't, but hopefully we can we can help you guys where you can do it sooner than we did.
So wealth creation, real thing. Let's look at making serious money together and look at real estate as your vehicle in doing this, right? As you move from one to the next. Yeah. You could stay in the same one, but what happens is when you only have one property is you're not re-leveraging that same money. That's kind of the key. So I'm never in favor of risk taking. We were just talking, and we won't talk about any names or anything, but you were saying that you have somebody that's continually buying all these properties with no money down. And to me, I was like, oh no.
Yes.
Immediately, I was scared.
A very young person found a way.
Super scared immediately.
She's smart, but doing this in a market that is a certain, you know, it's good in a good market, but you have to always think, is this investment long term? Is it good now? And what happens in the market downfall?
So there's certain things I always have believed that as long as you invested in real estate, that you would be totally fine. Yeah. If you speculate on real estate, then that's when you can start to have a problem. Because any type of downturn, if you don't have adequate reserves to handle a downturn, a correction, any one of those things, then you're in trouble. You know, when you start to get to a place where you're like, I bought this place with no money down, and you start hearing that a lot, that's a sign.
Deja vu, because we heard this years ago that I got in with zero down and I'm only paying interest. And then what happens? Their wealth builder went away. They had to start over.
Yes.
Right?
So if you're investing in real estate, then that's how you get to wealth creation.
Yeah.
There's not a shortcut to it. It takes time, it takes money, it takes effort, it takes work. The work results in money. The money then you have to leverage correctly and deploy, kind of like little soldiers going out for you, right? And they're supposed to bring back some of their friends. And then you're able to grow that.
Wow.
But
Yeah.
that's how it works, right?
Yeah. That's how it works.
Yeah. And that's it. So just
That's
create
simple.
it, but it needs to be re-leveraged consistently.
And if the first step is owning a home. If you don't own a home yet, it's okay. That's your first step is to work on getting your first home. Getting your first home under contract, owning it, and then if you do it correctly, then that's all you have to do. Right? Goes up from there.
Yeah, and people are talking all the time right now about like, I'm just going to wait till interest rates are better.
Yeah.
So let's have a comment on that one. Okay, so if you do the math and the house goes up by $100,000 and then you get a better interest rate, well, you didn't actually do anything except potentially lower your payment from what it would be, but then the house is more expensive, so now your payment is actually more even though your interest rate is less. And you missed out on the opportunity to create the wealth of the home appreciating by that $100,000. So now you bought it with a lower interest rate, but your total monthly payment is still more.
Right.
And that didn't actually help you.
No.
So.
But if you wait and you're renting,
Okay.
talk about that. I'm just going to wait. Well, how much money are you throwing away and doing nothing with when you rather get in and be building something, right? Because the market's not going to, we're not going to have high interest rates forever. There's always going to be the ups and downs of real estate. So owning something and having control of that, to me, is if you can do it and it's attainable for you, I 100% think it's the right move, no matter what market it is.
Yeah, and then as properties are going up in value, you're going to see rental rates going up as well.
Yeah.
If a house that was, $400,000 or $500,000 becomes $1 million home over a period of time, then you can't keep the rental rate at what it was when it was $400,000 or $500,000.
Right.
It needs to be rechecked in at this higher value, and the market will bid that up, as will people with, the landlords will also push that price up.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, if you're still in that rental market and you want to pay the same amount, you're going to get less house for it than you previously had.
We talked to, I think it was Jody, somebody had a client who left their home and went to rent an apartment and rented out their home. So there's like, what?
Really?
Yes.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened there. Congratulations to
Not
Jody
sure.
for
Maybe they
creating
did the
multiple
math. I don't
transactions
know.
all at once
Yeah, it is
from within.
crazy. I don't know if she got anything on the second one, but.
Bell. That's a wrap.
That's a wrap. Can't wait to see you guys at 10 a.m. and learn all about 1031 exchanges. Great.
Anything
info.
else?
Congratulations to Liam Johnson and Martha and her husband. That's great.
And congratulations
So
to
exciting.
anyone that owned a bunch of real estate recently, because it keeps going up in value. If there's property that becomes available that's right next to anything else you own, just buy it.
Or you hear, it may not be on the market yet. Just keep your ears open. And you know what? If you're in a position that you can't buy yet, you just need to keep saving money, don't rent, move in with your family, continue to save your money, and it'll happen.
You know, I heard the right amount of property to own is your property plus your neighbors, and then like squared or n to the n power, so that you just keep buying.
Yeah, our life mentor.
Yeah.
Our life coach.
There you
tells
go.
us that.
Just buy it.
Just buy it.
We'll just take a picture for the wealth creation one, Omkar.
All right, it's payday for me.
Payday for Shana. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you,
That was
Omkar.
quick. Appreciate that. I'll get the microphone.
It's a great, great day. It's a good day. Get up. Can't you see the sun shining? I woke up and I rolled out of bed. Got dressed and I left at 10. Check my nails, looking good. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Oh yeah. I know this'll be the day. Everything will be okay. I kiss my cares all away. It's gonna be a good, good day. It's gonna be a good, good day. Good, good day. I think it's finally all gonna go my way. Rain or shine, no, I don't mind. This day is mine. I'm gonna chase all those gray clouds away. It's gonna be a good day. It's gonna be a good day. No more crying myself to sleep and thinking better days are a far off dream. Get up and I move my feet, 'cause I hear music playing on these streets. Oh yeah. Ain't nobody gonna